What is going on, YouTube family? It's Andrea here at VW Family Farm, and we have a new member of our family here. I can't wait to introduce y'all. It's so wonderful out here. It's feeling like fall. I hope you are having some nice fall weather. Thinking about all you guys that are in the path of the current hurricane that's coming through. Hope that all you're safe and that your homesteads are safe and all your property is safe. I just love this time of year. I have to admit that to y'all. It is probably my favorite season. Spring is a very close second, but I love this time of year when all the work is wrapping up. The animals their pens are kind of being combined. Spring chicks are going in with new chicks, and just the chores are kind of just winding down. The garden's winding down. The canning's done. The shelves are stocked, all those things. And it's just kind of time to take a big sigh of relief and take a little break, take a little rest. So that is my favorite time of year. I want to introduce you to our new member. I want to show you a couple things first though. So you can see right out here is where I had the broilers. They were rotating around out here, and you can see they are not here anymore. This pen is empty. We actually processed those a few days ago. I've been working on getting those cut up and processed and cut into pieces. And I was gonna film it for you guys, but it was just one of those things. Life takes place and it's time to just lay the camera down and get the work done. And we've showed you processing chickens multiple times. We have lots of videos on that. So it was time to just do it. So we jumped in there as a team. We got those processed. They were huge. They were almost like small turkeys. And we raised them for 9 weeks. Next year, the goal is 7 weeks or about 51 days. We're gonna shoot for that. But I've been working all week on getting those cut up into the different pieces: breast meat, wings, leg quarters, and then I save the shells or the back and rack. I save that because there's a lot of meat still left on those. I save that for broth. So I would encourage you guys, if you've never cut your broilers up after processing them, if you've just frozen them whole, we've done that quite a lot. I would encourage you to do that. It opens up the chicken possibilities for all different types of dishes. It's a lot easier. I tell myself I'm gonna take those whole chickens out of the freezer and thaw them out and cut them at the time I wanna cook them, but I just don't do it. Life happens and I get busy and I don't have a supper plan. So I would say take the time, cut them up before you ever freeze them. Chill them for a few days, cut them up, and then put them in the freezer. I put them on cookie sheets and flash freeze them so that when I put them in bags that they are individually frozen and I can just pull out what I need. And so now that the broilers are gone, it's given us a great place. We've set up this electric fence and we've got a pretty powerful charger hook to it, and it's given us a great place to train Pepper. So we've been working with her, gives her a great place to run and get some energy out. Australian Shepherds are known to be a little high energy, and they get a bad rap for being super hyper, which they do come across that way, some of them sometimes. But Pepper is gonna make an excellent cattle dog, but she does have a lot of energy. She needs to run out sometimes. And so we've got this place set up where before any training takes place, she needs a little time to just run and just be herself. Run and jump and chase, and she loves to play. And so that is what I call her love language. So we let her run and romp and rip, and then we get down to business and start training a little bit each day and obeying and listening and all those types of things. And she also has this pen where she spends some of her time. She's inside some, we train some, she's in here some, she's got a house, food and water, all kinds of stuff in here. But she has to have a safe place where she can just chill and hang out. I know a lot of people are opposed to dog pens, but we live on a very busy road, and Pepper would not last long here if she didn't have a place to be part of the time. And finally, this area back here, if you'll remember, was fenced in. Just last week, I had all of my chicks that Lane and Emily had hatched for the shindig, and then we split. I had them all out here. They had this old egg mobile. They had just started laying. I had showed you guys that. And they had this big area here in the backyard. Well, we actually loaded up all the little hens, and we thought we were gonna have to clip their wings, and then Emily thankfully remembered we'd already done that when we took them out of the chicken tractors and into this fence with the electric netting around it. And so they are actually now out at the cluck wagon, and I have my backyard back, thankfully. And what we did was we took all the hens out and loaded them up one night and went and put them in the cluck wagon so that they would get used to being out there and know that, hey, this is our home, this is where we lay eggs, and let them spend the night in there the first night. And that only left the roosters. And so the plan was, when we harvested the broilers, was to process those roosters as well. And that kind of got them isolated in here. We could just get in here with a net and grab them and process them, and then the whole pen would be taken care of. Well, what happened was, when it came time to process the broilers, it was one afternoon after Ben had worked all day and the kids and I had as well. And honestly, we were tired, and we thought, what can we do to not have to process these? So we decided not to process them that day. We just kept them, and we're kind of brainstorming on what we could do with them. We have a few people stop by in our area that want just a few chickens at a time to process like that. That they make tamales and take them around and sell them. So we considered keeping them for them, because they just stop by randomly and buy roosters from us. So that was kind of the plan, but we never know when they're coming. We never know how long it'll be in between. So we actually went to plan B. And that leads me to the new man on our farm. So we got up Saturday morning and we loaded those roosters in crates, and we drove about 30 minutes away from our house to what is basically a swap meet. It is where a lot of people go to get chickens and ducks and kittens and puppies and all kinds of stuff. You can go set up and sell whatever you want to for like $2, and people get out there literally at daybreak and sell stuff, and they're there usually till about noon. And then once a month at 2 o'clock after the swap meet's over, and there's a lot of people sitting out there selling like yard sale stuff. It's huge. It's huge. People come from hours and hours away to this town to go to this sale. And like I said, once a month on a Saturday at 2 o'clock, they have a sheep and goat sale. So we stayed for that as well. We were there all day long. We sold all those roosters, made a little bit of money back from the feed we'd put into them, and now that pen of chickens is no more. So that is 2 chores I have every day that are now eliminated. And that's one of the reasons I love fall. Things are wrapping up here on the farm, the canning's winding down, the animals are winding down, and it's just like I can take a big, deep breath and just rest for a season. And that is so needed after a long summer of work. So back to the new guy around here. We stayed all day at that sheep and goat sale to get this guy. There he is. Hey, sweet Katie. So this is our new Katahdin ram. He's young, he's healthy. We really feel like we got one of the best ones there as far as getting a young one that will be around here for a long time. You can see him hanging out with one of our females. So we actually have 5 females. There's one. There's one. There's number 3, 4, and 5 is in there with the chicken on her back. So all of those, like I said, are ewes. Some of them were born this year, and we're going to go ahead and breed them. Some people breed the first year. Some people wait until the next year. We're going to go ahead. These are big, healthy girls up to weight, and so we don't see any reason to hold off on doing that. So our plan is, and there's their guardian, sweet Katie. So our plan is to let this sheep herd just grow organically, and hopefully we'll have a lot more girls next year, and they can just grow and multiply and build us a sheep herd that can rotate out with the cows. And if they turn out to be males, we will raise them up for lamb for our store and for our meat business. So that's the plan. We're really excited to have him. He's very sweet, very pretty, but he needs a name. So if you have name suggestions, drop those down in the comments and we will consider those. Cannot wait to see what these baby lambs look like. I think they're gonna be super cute. He's so good looking, and we had culled out the females that we wanted to, so the females we have left we're pretty happy with. They're healthy and good for a variety of reasons, and so we're just really excited about the future of this sheep herd. Hey, sweetie. Hey. Oh. So the goal is to be able to rotate the sheep with the cows, like I said, and them to eat stuff that the cows are not eating. And ultimately to be able to provide yummy, healthy, grass-fed lamb. So that's it. He's the newest member of our farm. Help us give him a name. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Leave us a comment. Share our videos if you think other people would be interested. That helps grow our channel. And we just appreciate you all so very much. And I will see you guys on the next one. Have a great, great weekend. Go out and do something good and bless somebody. I will see you guys Monday. God bless.